No joke, though. Is that umpire for Victoria?
Hello and welcome to CFS Round. We're back at Anembo Park, being hosted by the Hills Softball Association, and we play on Peramunk land. And what a night we have in store for you all. Kicking things off tonight, it's the Hills Division 1 men's game between Hahndorf Magpies and the NFA Pirates, celebrating, supporting the CFS Foundation. And then we've got the Softball SA Premier League action between the home team, the Hills Heat, and Glenelg Rebels. I am James Harris, your host, and joining me tonight is Aussie Steelers player, silver medalist at the 2017 WBSC Men's World Championship in Canada. He's big in the Netherlands, parts of North America, considered a natural disaster in American Samoa, where he left a path of destruction on his way to a no-hit shutout against the might of the New Zealand Black Sox, and in his last start for the Australian men's team. He's the pride of Hills Softball. He's Softball SA's best ever men's player and will be a first ballot Softball SA Hall of Famer. It's Jared Farrell.
Thanks for having me, Jimbo. That's quite a write-up you've done there.
Thank you. Joining us, a guy from up the road, Sam Williams.
God, you really hate to follow that, don't you? That's, yeah.
In all seriousness, welcome, Sam. Second time on the mic for us as well. A legend of the Hills, a softball stalwart here, an all-round nice guy. Welcome to you, Sam.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. Allowing a regular guy like me to join in with softball royalty like the two of you.
All right. For you, your mic's good for you. I'm just going to get you to point it into your mouth just a little bit. That's perfect. Hills, third placed Mount Barker. Sorry, you're not. We've got the Hills teams playing in the men's Division 1, the Hahndorf Magpies, get it right, James, and the NFA Pirates going head-to-head, third versus fourth on the ladder.
Yeah, and look, coming into this season, and I think very much like the last game, this I commentated, ladder positionings don't mean a lot here. The NFA Pirates are the only ones to have knocked off the Red Sox juggernauts this season. A lot of very good young talent in the Hahndorf side here. Young Tom Gaugi up to bat lead-off is testament to that. So I think it's going to be a very close game.
And we've got Graham Dubs Klinke doing the pitching for the Pirates. We'll go through their defensive lineup in a moment. Got the first one in there high and out of the zone for a strike. Jared, good tactic for a pitcher early in the game to get batters chasing.
You always want to start off with a strike, mate. You want to start the count off well, start the night off well, and settle into a good rhythm.
Gaugi 1-1 count. Fouls the next one off, and we were just talking off air before, Sam, the Diamonds looking fantastic.
Luke Plugger Andrews from Adelaide Hills Excavation and Landscaping done a magnificent job, as well as a lot of members from the Hills Heat came out and put their backs into it. So looking really good for this very big night of Hills softball.
Klinke just trying to get the inside edge. And one of the organisers of this magnificent night, Joanne Liddell, just bringing refreshments to the table. It's off camera, so perhaps we'll keep them out of sight.
Magnificent.
Strikeout looking. Klinke gets on the board early.
Yeah, Graham Klinke's one of those pitchers who's really, really come into his own this season. He's been getting a lot of reps in for the Pirates, and definitely a dangerous guy to be batting against, not to be taken lightly.
Some good signs early. Worked around the zone and just pulled the string on that change up to sit down Tom for the first out.
This is Finn Langford playing shortstop tonight. Finn has come of age, hasn't he, over the last couple of years. He's really stood up as one of the team's best players for Hahndorf. Just out of the under-18 age group as well.
Yeah, I think he's found himself a nice home there at shortstop, and seems to be producing the goods for Hahndorf.
I've got him listed in key players for Hahndorf. Archie King, Finn Langford, future stars of the game, along with state open reps from 2024, Adrian Phillips, Sam Paturis and Alex Hopton. So you're probably right, Sam, about your comment before. The ladder positions don't really mean much. Full strength, both these sides can take it to the top teams.
Absolutely, and young guys like Finn Langford, they just get out there and do it. You know, you put them against seasoned pitchers, and there's no fear, there's no hesitation. They just get out there and get the job done, and these two, Finn Langford and then Archie King up next, will definitely be two to watch in this game.
Langford fouls that one off, and you can see Dubs there, as he's known, 00 on the stripe for the Pirates. Some swinging on the change-up, low and out of the zone for strike 3, and his second strikeout of the game.
No, you can't ask for a better start than that. 2 up, 2 down. He's throwing 2 good change-ups. Sit down 2 Hahndorf batters. Keeps the rhythm up. He'll be in for a good night.
And I was just going to mention the Pirates look absolutely sensational. They've got the yellow cap to support CFS Foundation, as well as their fire jerseys, their fire tops. And you can see that red and yellow checker plate around their left sleeve as well. Archie King hit by pitch?
Yes.
Yeah, slight graze.
It's still a hit by pitch.
Look, Snicko may have been required to pick that one up.
First base runner of the game. Paturis cleanly shaven for the cameras. Lets that one go inside, and King will stand up at 2. Not only does the diamond look great, the cutouts, but also the outfield's been painted in the, you call it checker plate? Is that what it is? The red and yellow checks.
Yeah, I guess checker plate tartan, perhaps.
And we'll get into CFS Foundation in a moment as Clenky fires that one in there for a called strike. And now Paturis has seen 2. Fouls this one off. Has been an open men's rep now for about 5 years, just a little bit over 5 years, going back to just prior to COVID. And another player that's come of age. He joined as a junior member of that squad, and now, although we're not sending an open men's this year, he'd be one of the senior players of that squad now. It's a piece of this. It's popped up, and it could be trouble. Joe Harvey tracks it from right field.
Oh, no.
Bounce off his chest. King's going to cross the plate and score the first run of the game as Paturis stands up at 2. And the Pirates just having a chat about things out there.
That cuts me deep, because the last year's CFS round I played right field for the Macclesfield Redbacks, and I think I dropped a catch in right field in the first innings as well. So
we all know catches win matches.
This is Adrian Philp. And a lot of these players actually normally play the NAMSA competition on Friday night, so it'd be remiss of us to not recognise the fact that some of these NAMSA players have put this as a priority, supporting CFS Foundation, CFS round. So well done to Adrian, who's actually president of that association.
it's actually wonderful to see the dedication from those NAMSA guys who make the effort to drive out here, all the way out to Hills every week to fill out our sides and to play in our competition. It's we love having them, and just wish more and more of them to come up this way.
And I think that goes vice versa as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Strike out on the inside edge, so strikes out the side, Clenky, but throw in a hit by pitch and a drop catch out at right field, allowing Hahndorf to draw first blood, put the first run on the board. And we are up at Nambo Park, Littlehampton, for the Hills Softball Association CFS round. It's the Hills Heat home game that they have. I think it's about the 4th year in a row, and for the 3rd year in a row supporting the CFS Foundation. And we are so happy to be here. It's a terrific round. You see the umpires, they've got their CFS shirts on. All the clubs support it as well. And this year, it's being supported by all the associations around the state. A lot of the associations are in country and regional areas, so they've got CFS on their doorstep helping and supporting their communities. in between this game, the men's game, and the Premier League game a little bit later on, there's going to be some dignitaries here. There's going to be some presentations. There's also going to be what's come to be a bit of a tradition. The kids are going to do their run around the bases chasing Smokey. And maybe even a celebrity home run challenge, Jared. I don't mean to put you on the spot, mate, but I've been told that you're going to be helping pitch.
Yes, that is right. I will be out there lobbing a few in for a bit of fun later on between the games.
All right, more on the CFS Foundation to come throughout the game and throughout the night. We'll tell you how to donate, but for the Hahndorf defensive lineup, Nick Dorr pitching to Tom Gaugi, Alex Hopton at first, Archie King at second, Jesse Vogt at third, Finn Langford at shortstop, and outfield left to right is Adrian Philp, Evan McAllister, and Lewis Rosenvik. That is the 9. Sempaturis is the designated player. Pat Butler is going to lead things off for the NFA Pirates. It's a young player in the state team. Smoked it up the middle. Go for it, Jared.
That's a great start because that's a pretty good pitch on the inside there, and he's got his hands down and driven that ball straight up the middle, exactly where you want to hit. Out to centre field, stands up on first. Couldn't have asked for a better first pitch there to hit.
There's a look on the replay. Fantastic shot up the middle. And now up to bat is Mitch Butler. No relation to Pat. And was in the Open Men's State team in 2024 along with Graham Klinke and Cooper Goodman from the Pirates lineup as some of our key players to watch in this game. Another ball up the middle. Nice play from Langford. Flips it over to 2, but Archie King couldn't get a handle on it. So you probably have to put that down as a wild throw on a fielder's choice, and runners at 1 and 2 for the Pirates.
Yeah, if you see on the replay here, you really got to get that throw direct to Archie. He's just looped it straight up. You got to stay low, throw it at his gut, and it's an out all day. It's good to see Pirates come out here swinging. Swing at the first pitch, and when Darrell's done the same. It's a good aggressive tactic to get early, get runs early, get on top of the pitcher early.
Well, you've got the game stats, as in the results throughout the season so far. Hahndorf and Pirates have played each other 4 times.
Yeah, so Pirates have had a decent win. The first 10-4.
I think you'll find Hahndorf.
Oh, sorry. Hahndorf. I'm reading the wrong script here. Sorry, mate. Hahndorf have won all 4 by some considerable margin in some of those games.
The latest being 10-5 as well, just a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it? I've written Hahndorf, and then I've written the team name and a win next to it, right?
Yeah,
so,
thanks for the setup, Jimmy.
It was a cut and paste. Throwback to second. Ooh. Just caught him napping a little bit there, but Butler back in time. Nice arm from Gaugi.
That's just indicative of what I was saying about the ladder positioning before, because the Pirates have knocked off Red Sox once, who are sitting top of the ladder, and Macclesfield twice, who are sitting second on the ladder. So the fact that they might not have managed to beat Hahndorf up to this point really doesn't mean a thing coming into this game. They clearly have the legs to get the job done.
Darrell Elliott hit by pitch, and we've now got loaded bases for the Pirates. NFA Pirates, for those who haven't watched foot before. No fixed address Pirates. I love that. It's part of the Pirates culture, isn't it?
Part of their culture, their community. They'll take anyone.
Whereas Hahndorf Magpies, one of the more successful men's teams in the Hills competition over the history of the comp, and it's been an absolute change in their lineup, hasn't it? They're just full of young kids. As Butler ground ball to first base, Alex Hopton with the composure to fire it to Gaugi, who's there for the first out.
Look at this replay. Backhand by Hopton. Comes up firing over to Gaugi. Textbook play by Hoppy.
It's a good catch. It's a bit windy up here. Jared's notes just went flying over the table, so still got the reflexes, mate.
Still, mate, still.
catches win commentary as well, apparently.
Nick Dorr just a bit low in the zone there for Nick Sexton.
Yeah, but you don't mind that, though. You want to keep it low here. You want a ground ball. You want to either be able to roll this double through, Tom.
Just missing the outside edge.
It's time you just got to be controlled. There's a small element there of that ball being a bit wild.
Again, down in the zone in Sexton. We'll go 3-0 with loaded bases and 1 out.
Green light.
I was just about to ask. What about you, Sam?
Look, if I said green light right now, my coach would have me benched tomorrow.
I'm with you. I'm a team player. I'm watching the next 3.
Nah, heroes aren't born on walks.
That one's there. For a called strike, 3-1.
True, Jared, but you have seen me bat, so I take what I can get.
Miracles happen, mate.
3-1 swinging. A pop-up to the
It's gotta be
infield will
out.
be an infield fly. That is now 2 out. So Hahndorf have done pretty well here to get out of a jam. Loaded bases with none out. Here's a look at the replay. Pop-up and well judged and taken by Archie King.
Cooper Goodman comes on as a substitute runner for Darryl Elliott.
Yeah, surprising to see his name on the bench list, but I'm sure we'll see him throughout the game. Aaron Cox, no slouch with bat in hand.
You really got to do your job here, though, mate. You can really break it open. Nice shot up the middle here, and you're scoring 2 all day, putting your team back ahead.
Got one close and has it go. Swing and a miss, though, puts him behind the count. Crowd starting to build. Lots on offer here off diamond as well, if you're in the local area. And that's what you're talking about, Jared. A nice hit behind the runners is definitely going to score 2. Goodman stands up. Fraser stands up at 3. Runners at the corners, and the Pirates take the lead.
Absolute excellent job there, mate. Textbook, some would say, but you've just done your team an absolute solid here. Look at this hit. Couldn't be better. Up the middle, slightly behind the runners, going to score 2 with no real trouble, and you stand up on first looking like a hero.
There's the replay. He took a little bit off the swing compared to the one that he missed before.
Yeah, absolutely he did. He just very much team batting there.
Joe Harvey now up to bat. Who led the Hills Softball Association to another state championship title just a couple of weeks ago at the Country Champs. Also hit a massive home run, his first at bat of that championship, and then said he was going to put the bat away for the rest of the weekend, but powered by potatoes, they say.
Joey Harvey, life member of the association, done a lot of good work throughout a lot of years, especially recently, obviously, as you mentioned, the last 3 state champ wins as A-grade coach.
Gets bat on ball. It's a slow roller to Vogt, who just knocks it down and unable to get a handle on it as Fraser crosses the plate for the Pirates' 3rd run, and Harvey safely aboard. Here's the replay. Let's have a look here. He hits a low one, gets it into play.
Yeah, and that's really unfortunate for Hahndorf there. That could have finished it up for them, but yeah, it just happens sometimes.
Yeah, Vogt was looking to shark it in front of the shortstop, and it was a slow roller, so probably had the play.
Yeah, when you shark, you've got to just attack through the ball and not try and scoop it up. It'll bite you all day.
Graham Klinke, now the batter in the box, can hit a hard long ball. Goes behind the count here early on Dorr. Pirates have put 3 on in the bottom of the first. Bat on ball, and Vogt makes no mistake
There
this
we go.
time. Plays the force out, and that is out number 3. Not before the NFA Pirates put 3 on the board and have a handy 2-run lead going into the second. We might go through the Hahndorf defence. We weren't able to do that before, but here's a look at the replay. All right, thanks for that, guys. Graham Klenke is pitching to Daryl Elliott, Pat Butler at first, Pat Fraser at second, Aaron Cox at third, Mitch Butler at shortstop, Ben White, Nick Sexton and Joe Harvey in the outfield. That is the NFA Pirates. Now, you can do it a little bit different here in the Hills. I would suggest Pirates a home team on third base dugout and fielding first. Is that right? Pirates home team today? Pirates home team today.
No.
Hahndorf are home team.
Hahndorf home team.
Theoretically, Pirates are home team. Okay. In the traditional sense, Pirates are home team. It's where you want to be. But for the way the Hills has worked for the last 75 years, first base is home team.
All right, there you go.
We like to set new trends.
I'd like to do it a little differently. Now, we're supporting the CFS Foundation tonight as well. So we will start making more of a mention of CFS Foundation, raising funds for the CFS Foundation, supporting those who volunteer for you. Fantastic cause. Klenke is now pitching to Nick Dorr as he fouls the first one off. And for those that don't know, the CFS Foundation, they provide financial assistance to CFS volunteer firefighters and their families who have suffered through death, injury, loss or damage of property while in the line of service. Millions has been raised and millions has been donated to those families over the course.
Yeah, it's such a good course. It's close to a lot of the guys that are playing in this game. Close to the community up here, obviously with the bushfires that come through a few years ago, which you can still drive around and see the scars of that. So it's an absolute brilliant cause, and it's a great night of support here.
It's particularly close to home, given that only yesterday we had a fire not 15 minutes from where we're sitting right now, and you know the CFS are responsible for getting that under control, putting that out, and keeping all those communities, including this one, safe.
Now that was started by a simple thing as a Stobie pole being knocked over, right? Aaron Cox does the fielding at third base. Nick Dorr grounds out for the first out. Nice play there from Coxie.
Basics, and some basics. Look at this. Can't go wrong. Sets easy. Comes up throwing. Can't get better than that as a routine out.
Do we know any more about that fire? They got it out under control?
No, only that I know that it was taken care of and under control very, very quickly. I was working in Mount Barker on the day, and within 15 minutes, the helicopters, the water bombers, they were all over. You could hear the sirens. They don't mess around here.
And that's fast response as well, seeing is that these volunteers aren't just sitting at home waiting for the phone to ring, are they?
No, absolutely. They're just everyday people. They might be at work or looking after the kids at home or whatever it is that they do, and that.
McAllister pops this over to the right side. Joe Harvey's in the hot spot tonight, and that is the first hit of the game for Hahndorf. Young McAllister in the left-handed batter's box, getting the job done.
And that's all he needs to do. Put the ball in play and see him run, see what Hoppy does here, if it's a bit strategic, or if he's just going to go for the fence.
He's the captain coach of this team, batting at 8 as he covers up so McAllister can slide in safely for a stolen base. So that was the team thing to do there.
That's exactly what you need to do. Move the runner.
Something you've really got to watch on a young side like this Hahndorf side. They're going to have the wheels to get around the bases, and if you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile.
I left it from Klenke. I'm playing with the Mount Barker Red Sox this year. I've got a different uniform for every year that I play this sport, but Graham tied us up there in the later half of the game last week. He's got a tricky little curve on the outside edge, being the down ball, but he's yeah, got a couple of weapons.
Yeah, I think he's starting to really be able to hit the lanes in and out and be able to sort of command each pitch.
Hopper gets underneath this and it goes foul. As more and more people start to arrive, I can see uniform over there. Is that Brett Laughlin, the chief of the CFS? Brett Butler, the president of the Hills Association. Some of the Hills Heat are starting to turn up for their Premier League game, and of course the crowd starting to line the outfield here with their cars and their eskies, and it's a great community facility here at Anembo Park.
It's a place that'll always feel like home. It's always a great event, this one.
Nice play behind the plate from Elliott there. Knocks it down and keeps McAllister honest there at second.
Pirates looking very controlled, very tight in the infield here. They're very aware of that Hahndorf speed around the bases. They're trying to prevent it as much as they can. They know that someone like Alex Hop can do a lot of damage with the bat.
Yeah, Mitch playing on the line at shortstop. See if he's going to be able to get this ball up the middle quick enough when it shoots up in the later half of this at bat.
Yeah, it's interesting field position, isn't it? With
it's almost like there's a runner on three.
Yeah. Obviously backs himself with good lateral movement.
Even Pat's hugging the line.
That's that outside curve that I was talking about from Graham Klinke. That's his fourth strikeout of the game out of the 5 outs that the Pirates have got so far.
Yeah, just doing his job.
9-hitter with Rosenberg. Butler's still on the line, so obviously prefers it in close. Speaking of some well-accredited people in the crowd, we've got WBSC Hall of Famer here as well in Neville Lawrence. He's set up shop there. It's cooking the barbecue yet again. He loves to come here for the CFS round, support the Hills and their efforts, and
he loves
gets
to turn
behind the
a snag.
bar.
Yeah,
He's turning the snazzy around.
If you're going to meet everyone, it's a great place to be. Everyone's going to walk past you or come and grab a snag, so it's always good to stop and have a chat.
Down and a ball for Rosenzweig. Runner on 2. McAllister, second batter of this inning, pulled the ball for a single, stole the next base, and has been stranded there since. Itching here, you'd think.
Yeah, Hahndorf really wanting to capitalise here, especially with a run deficit against them. Being very, very patient in the box, though. Quite contrary to the Pirates' very aggressive tactics in the box.
Low and a base on balls. McAllister takes off on the ball that's just missed from Elliott there, or he dropped it really, wasn't
it? Just takes a bobble and he's off. So great heads-up base running there by McAllister.
Well, with 2 out, the danger here for the Pirates is that they go back to Hahndorf go back to the top of the order, and Tom Gauge.
Very, very handy batter, Tom Gauge. Came back, represented South Australia in our under-18 side. Very handy player, catcher, batter, all-rounder. Very good player.
Yeah, you now have a situation for the Pirates that's completely flipped. You've got 2 out, only a runner on 2. You've got the 9-hitter there that really didn't swing a bat, and you've put him on first, and now you've got a runner on third, and you're back to the top of the lineup here, not wanting to pitch something that's going to be close to going to score a run.
gets away from Elliott, and the close back net here really puts that runner in two minds whether or not to risk it.
Yeah, you've got to have a good ricochet here. It's got to come off a pole or shoot straight up to really have a crack. Carl's got the wheels, though. He'll probably get there. He's got a lot of things to go right, and all you have to do is run and slide.
You want very confident base coaching in a situation like this, I think.
And the dignitaries continue to arrive. I've just seen the Chief Executive Officer of the CFS Foundation, Gloria Burney, arrive. Belle White's auntie. Small world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a small world.
She'll be on commentary for the Premier League game coming up at 8 o'clock. Hills Heat versus Glenelg Rebels. Yagi leaves the outside edge alone. 18th birthday as well. It's his party tomorrow night.
Didn't get an invite. Wouldn't know.
Yeah, can relate.
Back-to-back walks. McAllister will take off this time and the run scores. So Hahndorf gets their second run. Gaugi gets a walk and will be replaced probably by McAllister for his base on balls.
That's exactly like you were saying, you know, that bad ricochet, it just works against you sometimes as a pitcher catcher. And, you know, when you got those wheels on third base, they're going to capitalise on that every day.
Yeah, Graham's just got to come under a bit more control here. He's got to just take a couple of big deep breaths, get back focused. He's thrown a lot of good pitches tonight. There we go. There's another one in the zone that'll settle him.
Swing and a miss from Langford, but it's enough for McAllister to get his second stolen base of the inning.
I think he's getting paid per stolen bases, to be honest.
Pirates not in a good spot here. Finn Langford can hit a long ball, and he's not a batter I'd want to be facing with two runners in scoring position.
Finds the bottom of the zone. Clinky steps up just when the Pirates need him. It's 3 to the Pirates and 2 to the Hahndorf Magpies.
Great pitch. Nothing he can do about that. It's just quality pitching right there.
Beautiful from Graham Clinky. Picks up his 5th strikeout in just 2 innings of work. And after a little bit of a scare, the NFA Pirates still consolidate their lead. They're 3-2, and they get the right reply as well, get it batting at the bottom of the order. Now, the third team out there tonight are the umpires, and we've got Softball SA Hall of Famer Damien McCauley, level 28 umpire, I think. He's been to a couple of men's world championships. It doesn't really go to level 28. But
just called the 23 final, I believe.
Called the 23 men's final. In front of Riccardi, WBSC president. Mike Bendel umpiring up the first base line, and Tobias Sadler at third base. New umpire to South Australia this year, and it's been a welcome umpire because he comes up and umpires at the Hills from time to time.
I was only speaking to a few guys just before this game, and they loved having him up the last couple of weeks. Doing a cracking job, so it's always good to see new faces and new people on the plate.
Well, all three of these Blues do a fantastic job, so it's great to see them here helping and supporting CFS round. I'm sure we'll see another crew of umpires for the Premier League game coming up at 8 o'clock as well. Bottom of the second, Ben White is the batter in the box. He's hitting in the 9 spot for the Pirates.
Not one to be underestimated here, Ben White. He's spent the last couple of seasons in the Division 2, and he's had the call up to Division 1 this season. And every game I've watched him play, he's done something special with the bat. So I think he'll be one to watch here. Bit of a dark horse.
Door just showing some signs of frustration here. He's missed the spot there. Didn't see too much wrong with that. A lifter high in the zone. It's
sometimes
where it's supposed to go, right?
Drop it hard enough.
Finds the groove there, but still, the look on the young man's face is determination.
Yeah, I don't think he has any other look, to be honest. I think that's just Nick. Like, he's a very determined young man, which is great. It's good to see. It's great to see that he cares about what happens out on the diamond.
And we can see another one of the features for tonight starting to enter in the venue. The appliance driving in. I'm not sure if we've got a camera on it or not, but it's from Littlehampton CFS by the looks of things. Good looking unit. There it is, the Littlehampton 34P.
Just down the road.
Great to see the support of the CFS as we support their CFS Foundation. Right, fouls that one off, stays alive. There's something that we're used to and accustomed to, but you know, people watching this for the first time might not, or may have picked up on it. But a lot of the NFA Pirates guys, every single piece of equipment that they use is in the same colour as the Pirates team. They really get behind the colours, don't they?
Oh, they're all about the colour scheme, the Pirates. Oh,
nice play from Dorr, gets it on the backhand side and fires it across to Hopton for the first out.
very good pick up there.
Had to work hard for that out. Threw plenty of pitches there to White, but gets the desired result in the end.
Back to the top for Pat Butler.
See if he's as aggressive as last time.
First pitch swinging. It's a hard hit shot out to Rosenberg at right field, and he takes a good catch. Would have been tough. The ball would have been tailing away. Good effort there from the young fella at right field.
Yeah, it's a good catch down in right field. It's going to be a bit of a no man's land. The wind sort of blows the wrong way down there, and also the ground slopes down a bit down there as well. So great catch there by the young man.
Yeah, good aggressive batting by Butler as well, though. That's two bats in a row where he's just gone after the first pitch hard. So be interesting to see whether he just follows that through for the rest of this game.
Yeah, he didn't really miss by much. Yeah.
First pitch swinging. Mitch Butler this time. Langford makes no mistake, fires across to Hopton for the third out. 3 up, 3 down inning. Pirates still with the lead, but Hahndorf will take a little bit of momentum out of that one.
Yeah, really sharpening up here in the field, Hahndorf. That little bit of slop, a little bit of rust, perhaps feeling a little bit tired coming into that first innings, but they've really sharpened up now, and there was absolutely nothing getting past them there.
Well, don't know if we've got any graphics yet for CFS Foundation. Maybe a little bit later on, but you can donate. They're fantastic. Producer Brandon and the team at Spacequake Sports really getting behind and supporting this as well. CFS Foundation raising funds for for those who volunteer for you, and you can donate with the QR code, website donation via credit card, cfsfoundation.org.au. Or over the phone as well. It's a 1300 number, 1300 270 278. And there's a look at it. We've got, 13th was last night, Hills Heat versus Seacombe, and tonight, of course, at 8 p.m, it's against the Glenelg Rebels. I think it's the third year now that the Glenelg Rebels have played in this round, and Port Adelaide was the first team to come up and play against the Hills Heat. It's been fantastic. We've seen walk-off wins, we've seen blowouts, but it's all been about the cause, and it's been fantastic to be a part of it each of these years.
It's become a great fixture on the softballing calendar.
Now, I don't have the Facebook page up, but if you are watching, let us know where you're watching from and tell us where your local CFS station, what your local CFS station is called, and let us know how you support your CFS Foundation. Oh, hard shot from King. It's into dead man's alley, which means at least a triple.
3. He
turns hard at 2 and will stand up at 3. I think he took it easy as he hit it, maybe wondering if it went fair or foul. It was definitely fair, and it was smoked.
Yeah, really hard hit there on the replay. Fair every day of the week.
Stand up triple for King to get the Magpies off to a dream start here in the top of the third to bring up 3-hitter Sam Petouris.
It's a good start for Sam. He's got to be composed here. He's got a nice, easy job to do. Just hit a run in. And he's going to get his pitch throughout this at-bat. But he's got to be able to wait for it. Be patient. And do the opposite of what I just said. The man with a million cleats, I believe is his nickname.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hard hit shot up the middle. It's an RBI single for Petouris in the team as a DP. That is his job.
Can't ask for more than that. Sits on the lifter, puts it straight back up the middle, and scores a run.
Look at the replay. It's Smoke. Clinky ducking for cover as it clears the CFS Hart out there at centre field. Just on Sam's cleats. Do you remember his car? In the boot of his car, he had
If he ever says
drawers.
come over to his Prado, don't, because it's full of cleats. And
He's got drawers for his cleats.
Yeah.
First pitch swinging for Phil. Clinky looks for two for the lead runner. Just couldn't get a handle of it in his glove and decides better of it, plays the safe out at first.
Get the speed of Petouris there. Sort of watched a bit of the runner there, and he's just fumbled it in the glove. But he's calmed down, made the right decision, and played one.
Afternoon sun comes out. It's good that I'm not wearing a jumper at the moment. You've come prepared, and
It's the hills,
sunnies
mate.
has to go on.
Yep.
Nick Dorr back to the plate. Ground out last time up to bat. This time there's only one out. Runner on. And Petouris.
We thought about it.
I reckon his view might have been blocked there from Clinky a little bit as it just went to the backhand side of the catcher. He's taken off
Yeah, he
to third. I reckon he was blocked the view, so he didn't know whether he could go.
obviously not listening to his third base coach.
Down and away, and as more and more people start to arrive, I can see just over there at the what do you call that, canteen, the servery, the barbecue area,
The hospitality suite, I believe it is.
the Gillies Shield. I think I can see it in the background has arrived. So the South Australian Open Women's team, the Stars, won the Gillies Shield in January, the Open Women's National Championship. So it's going to be on display here. So if you're thinking about coming down, you'll be able to get a look at that coveted and elusive Gillies Shield. The new Minister for Sport, Emily Burke, MLC, will be here a little later on for some presentations, and we're actually going to give her a framed photo of the Stars Championship poster. So
Well, it's a quality looking photo, mate.
McAllister now is the batter in the box. Was busy last inning. He had to run a couple of times, scored once, got on from a single, and this time around he's got the opportunity to bring in a runner as Nick Dorr has walked over to one. Catch up on the scorecard. From the Riverland.
Yeah, he's a semi-professional race car driver, mate.
Well, you know each other? Is that how you know him? Does he do laps around you, mate, or are you just...
No, not the same class, I believe.
Okay. You're a more smash-up derby type driver, aren't you?
I might not be the fastest, but I've got the best fuel economy in the field, so that's what I like to pride myself on.
Well, if you're not first,
You're last.
McAllister,
Picks another walk.
yeah, back-to-back walks.
No, he had a hit in the first one. That was a walk then, but good at bat.
And loads the bases. So for 2 consecutive innings now, Hahndorf have got themselves loaded bases, and this brings up their heavy hitter, Alex Hopton.
Really break the game open here, Hoppy.
Yeah, this is not a position that Pirates want to be in. Alex Hopton is the man who can put a ball over that back fence and has done many times before. So
Let's
A
just
lot
hope,
of pressure on Clenky here.
hope Smokey the Bear's out of one of the big gums at the moment.
We'll see Smokey in between games. Well, Clinky just try to put a little bit extra on it, and Paturis is going to swell. He's going to get home safely.
He'll get home safely.
Yeah.
We'll bet you at that.
We won't call it a slide. we kid with Sammy, but
Fell down with style, maybe.
and that's the lead for Hahndorf as well. So we've got another lead change in the game.
Base open at first here. Do you just probably throw a bit more cautionary to him than you would with the loaded here?
Oh, no, there you go
Back
again.
pitches go to the back net. Door crosses the plate. Third run of the inning, and Hahndorf now 5-3. Here's a replay. Thanks to All Decked Out. You can see their sign taken up a third of the screen there. All Decked Out, one of the Hills sponsors, along with the Arkabar Hotel, Works Electrical and Solar, Garden Grove Haulage, Fairley Carpentry, the power of sport to promote confidence, social cohesion and positive well-being. And of course, Hills Softball Association major sponsor, All Decked Out.
And I'll just mention again, Hills Excavation and Landscaping Co. Luke Plugger Andrews putting the work in, getting this magnificent Diamond 1 here at an Embo Park, looking the business for the CFS round for the second year in a row.
He's done a cracking job. Back in it now.
Just gets after this, launches it into deep centre field, centre right even, up the alley will give him extra bases. Not easy to do for a big man like Hopton. As Joe Harvey has to chase it down. He doesn't look 100% out there at right field.
No, definitely not thriving chasing those long balls, and that's put Pirates in a very awkward situation.
You can see the sand come up from underneath his cleats there in the All Decked Out replay. It was just recently top dressed, I think. So
top dressed over Christmas by the council, so there's still a bit of residual sand in the outfield.
But the third hit of the inning to go along with 2 walks and 2 pass balls, 4 runs now crossing the plate for Hahndorf, still just the 1 out.
I think Pirates just looking for a bit more. Whoop, as delayed steal there into third safely by the big man Hoppy.
Well, Hopton's obviously picked up that perhaps between the two of them that they weren't paying attention, didn't think that he was going to try and take him on.
So we'll have a look here in the replay. Yep, completely turns around. Oh, you can see him early, but no, Hoppy's already onto it.
That's real veteran base running there.
It's one of those times where speed is not really required. You just have to be smart about what you're doing.
So Clinky, he had 5 strikeouts from his first 11 batters.
Yeah, it's a bit of a seesaw game here. He's either been really, really good or just missed the mark, and it's probably what's cost him. Oh, Hoppy, he's closed. Take him off the grill. He's done.
Well, that's a good comeback here from those two in Clinky and Elliott after giving up a base there, just the pitch beforehand. Let's have a look at the All Decked Out replay. Just clips the glove, hits the back net. Hopton tries to take him on. And
yeah, one of those good bounces straight back to Darryl and makes the easy play out at home.
And that's 2 out. Rosenberg is the batter in the box. Timeout being called here from the Pirates, and I think Graham might have an issue there with his pitching hand.
I think they're just discussing whether they're all wearing black pants or not. All in agreement, I believe.
Well, it's his glove hand, and it looks like his thumb on the glove hand as well. So not very comfortable.
How is the thumb in the glove hand, Jimmy? It's pretty precious. I wouldn't say precious, it's vital.
Well, I don't think I've got as much movement in my left as I do my right.
I think that's early arthritis, mate.
I think it's fused into place now. Just struggling with pitchers lacking control early in their career.
Happens to the best of them, I believe.
Nice turn at bat there from Rosenvig, who's the 9-hitter for the Magpies' second walk of the game. And Hahndorf has really taken a firm grip on this game. 4 runs in this inning so far, back to the top of the order, and they lead by 3.
And they're still being home side. Pirates have still got the right to reply here, and if they can get out of this without any more damage, it's still anyone's game.
Gaugi for his third plate appearance.
They've got to get out of it quickly, though, here. We've had one KC at his first at-bat and then a good base on balls, which I believe scored in the second.
Great shot from Gaugi. Nice flat bat. Single to White at left field, who fires it in pretty quickly, reducing the damage. So just a single base for the runner as well. So runners at 1 and 2. Here's the all decked out replay.
Just hard clinical batting from Hahndorf here. Pirates really need to just stem the bleeding here, stop the momentum, I think.
4th hit of the inning, and Finn Langford is the 9th batter of the inning. So they've gone through their lineup on their way to 4 runs, 2 runners aboard. And he's going for it now. So he can, it's like a shark circling, isn't it? Can sense.
Why wouldn't you, mate?
You can scent the blood there and attacks. Swing and a miss. So Clenky's still got a little bit of juice left. This jams him up a little and goes to 0-2. Pirates do have a couple of pitches that they can go to, don't they? They've got Brett Atkinson.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And Nick Sexton as well.
And Pat Butler as well can roll his arm too. So they've got 3 other pitches that they can go to.
All day.
Yeah, strike out,
yep.
Swinging. So Clenky gets his 6th strikeout, and that will do it for Hahndorf in the top of the 3rd inning. They put 4 on the board. They've tallied 6. There's the all decked out replay, and
we'll look forward to seeing what the rider reply is from the NFA Pirates here.
Well, they need to show something, don't they? They scored 3 in the first, and they looked like that they had all the momentum, but since then it has been all Hahndorf. They've been pegging back the lead. They've been defending really well, and we're getting attacked here, aren't we? We've both had to flick bugs.
Just seeing the locals, that's all.
And Nick Newell will continue from the stripe for the Magpies. We're here supporting the CFS Foundation for CFS Round. It's going across the entire state this year, so thank you to everyone who's getting behind this cause and supporting it. The dignitaries continue to arrive. The man himself, David Mungleton, just pulled up, so
there's an extra invoice.
He's always welcome when we're doing live streaming. 9 years now we've been live streaming the softball in South Australia, and it's
goes quickly, eh?
It has. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It really hasn't stopped growing either. Like from those first years of broadcasting, everything keeps evolving. The quality keeps getting better and better. The events keep getting bigger and bigger. And the reach, I think, that it has sustained has been the biggest positive, I believe.
Yeah, it's on Facebook video views alone, so that doesn't include any of the TV audience that we've got through Channel 44, NITV, SBS On Demand, YouTube views, and any of the still images. Just on Facebook videos alone, over 9 million video views of Space Quake videos on for Softball SA. So that's anywhere from the Premier League to the National Championships that we've done. We had the Denzo series. Darryl Elliott.
That's good from Darryl.
That's a very positive start. Yeah, nice comment there, Sam, because they needed it, and one of their leaders, Elliott, comes up.
Just steps up and does a job
With the single.
That's really what he's known for, batting, Darryl Elliott. He just gets up and he gets the job done. Seldom does anything, crazy or impressive. Doesn't put balls over fences, but safe doubles, safe singles. He just gets the job done.
Probably one of their most underrated players, and has been for the last couple of years. It's not like he doesn't put the work in either. He's put in a lot of work the last couple of years. It's probably gone unnoticed by the wider Hill softball community, but I really rate what he's done, and he just comes out here week after week and just puts in solid performances for his team.
You're absolutely right, Jared, and not just on the diamond, but off the diamond does a huge amount of work for the Hills Association and for the NFA Pirates as well. So,
Yep, he took on a bit of a role, didn't he, for the Hills Association, and a couple of years ago managed to get 5 men's teams from the Hills to play in the country championships, and
One of the most organised tournaments I've ever been involved in. Rolls up
ground
the middle.
ball to Langford, and the young Magpie pivots try to roll a double. They get the lead runner, and Pat Fraser will get a board from that fielder's choice.
Just watch here on the Space Quake replay here. Hollywood up the middle. Much better throw over to King. Short, sharp. Just not in time to get the runner at 1.
Nick Sexton now, who took a team of under 16 boys away to national championships earlier this year. They performed very admirably and finished 4th, which is the equal best finish of a SA boys/men's team. Never really been successful at nationals in regards to ladder positions, but I would say that was a successful season. Hopton looking for the lead runner, and Sexton did not run. Is he calling for a dead ball, or he's grounded out into a double, and it's another 1-2-3, or effectively a 1-2-3 innings here. Well fielded there from
I don't
Hopton.
know if I'm assuming he thought that Hoppy was going to play his base there, because he stopped as soon as he saw Hoppy pick the ball up. But bit of an error there with the base running. He probably would have got the double out anyway. But yeah, retires the side.
Quite uncharacteristic there from Nick Sexton. Usually one to just run like a whippet when there's base running involved. But
Well, 3-6-4 double play retires the Hahndorf Magpies. They have retired 7 batters in a row, the Magpies, and their 6-3 lead now all of a sudden almost looks match winning.
Yeah. You've probably got to, if you're Pirates here, you've probably just got to adjust your game plan. You come out early firing, which has been great, and scored some runs, but now you've got to shift that momentum, and just going up there swinging, getting quick outs is just continues Hahndorf's momentum roll. So you really got to try and slow the game down, and then try and grind it back to then sort of lead your assault for the next couple innings.
So just back to Fairleigh Carpentry, they are the Hills Softball Association Inclusion Scholarship sponsor for 2024-25 season. The power of sport to promote confidence, social cohesion and positive well-being. Hills Heat Softball Club are proud to ensure as much as possible that all children are able to participate and benefit from team sport. And we thank Fairleigh Carpentry for their shared belief. So excellent initiative from Hills Softball. Just another one just to show that this sport reaches more than the people that are playing this game. It is a community up here, as it is around the state, and this great sport, softball, continues to give back. Archie King to lead off the 4th. He led off the 3rd, and it was with a screaming triple down the right field line. We can see as defensive substitution has been made. Joe Harvey's come out, and Cooper Goodman's gone out to right field, and Brett Atkinson has gone out to left field, replacing Ben White.
Very, very handy batter in Cooper Goodman going out there. And the same could be said about Brett Atkinson, really. Again, similar to Darryl Elliott, very safe, consistent batter, very safe, consistent fielder, and also a very, very handy pitcher if in a pinch if they need one.
Versatile player. Watchful now, King.
Just missing on that lifter there. That was in the dirt. That's not the intention for that pitch. Darryl wanted it. See if he pulls the string on this one.
Yeah, went for the change of pace, but just missed the location. Lights are now on here at Anembo Park.
Yeah, it's starting to take effect.
Up and out of the zone. So just the start Hahndorf wanted, perhaps not the start that the Pirates were after, as Adrian Philp, the on-deck batter, just changes over to the third base side, confusing me that I thought it was coming up to bat, but it's Sam Paturis in the box. Ripped a single. Last down at bat, an RBI, scored King from third.
Clinky seeming to be feeling the pressure a little bit here.
King takes off. The play at 2 is close. The throw just a little late. Nice base running there from King.
Yeah, good clean pressure play from the Pirates there, but with a stride like Archie King's, you'd be hard pressed. The best catchers in the world would be hard pressed to catch him.
You mentioned it before. The young Hahndorf runners will put that extra added pressure on the Pirates defence. Nice spot from Clinky.
Paturis drove straight up the middle last time for a single RBI.
Yep, sat on that change and drove it back up the middle here.
Protects the outside edge, fouls it off, stays alive in the count.
It's a risky pitch, that. Lifter on the outside there to a good strong batter. Gets that up and out, it's in the outfield and it scores a run.
Real battle going on here between these two. This could be a really clutch out for the Pirates if Graham can get the job done.
Yeah, much better pitch on that inside down. Look, we all know Death Taxis and Sammy swinging at a lifter, but change up on the outer.
And standing
Great
as well.
pitch. He's come back there, Graham, for an absolute solid out.
Yeah, nice pitching. Found the outside edge with that change of pace. The knees buckle for Paturis, and that's the first out of the fourth inning. Here's Phil. It's after the lifter.
Clinky's definitely found some confidence in a strike out there, I think. Philp never to be underestimated with the bat as well.
Yep, he can hit with power. He's fast as well. Here's King, takes off for 3. And that would be a little bit of insurance, wouldn't it, for the Magpies, if he can score.
Yeah, 4 in here is pretty hard to come back by.
Well,
Anytime
particularly with
before
about
up.
25 minutes left as well.
Yeah, and the pace of play at the moment isn't exactly lightning, so you're probably almost only bound to get maybe one more innings in after this.
Still plenty to come tonight as well. Don't forget, it's not only the Premier League game between the Hills Heat and the Glenelg Rebels, but the Minister for Sport and Emergency Services, Emily Burke, MLC, the Honourable, will present the MVP award to the best player of this game as Clinky rings up strike number 8 for the game, 2 in a row.
Really important out there for the Pirates now, and it puts the pressure back on Hahndorf.
Great down ball. Now, we're not picking the player of the game, but I might get your thoughts on who might be a standout for you guys so far. If you want to have a think about it, we'll come back to it. That's okay. There's going to be a home run derby as well. Jared Farrell's going to be pitching. Lauren Christensen is going to be catching. Both a couple of legends of the Hills. Lauren Christensen took Hills Heat to a grand final a few years back, didn't she?
Yeah, still playing for Red Sox up here in the Agro on the Friday night.
Oh, nice playing the backhand side from Mitch Partler, but that ball on the bounce just bounces over the head of Pat Butler. Archie King scores and Nick Dorr is safely aboard. Here's a look at the all-decked-out replay. Hell of a play.
Absolute hell.
Yeah,
Dive
really.
to the right here. Even to come off your knees and throw the ball that hard. Yeah, he spiked it, but it's not far away from making an absolute ESPN classic.
And no damage with the throw not being good there. You know, they needed that out.
Yeah, great backing up by Pat at second base there. He was right on it.
And those young Hahndorf runners continue to take bases.
Yeah, the Pirates are taking absolutely no chances with those throws, though. You see the backup coming in there from second and from centre field as well. They know the importance of getting this next out and going back into bat.
Nice piece of the ball. Actually, it looked like it came off the end of the handle. McAllister on board for the third time. Perhaps in contention for that player of the game.
2 Texas Leaguers and
And a walk.
Yeah,
He scored twice already as well.
and had 15 stolen bases.
Not bad from the kid.
No, he's played very, very, very well.
Alex Hopton, an RBI to his name, a double, and has led this team of young Magpies. And just
Looks like they've
an
walked him.
intentional walk with runner on 3. Hahndorf lead by 4. That's going to put a force on with 2 out and loaded bases for Lewis Rosenvig.
Normally a great plan, right? Load the bases up, have 9 hitter, but they've walked him twice tonight. He's got to be on here.
That's a good start for Graham. That's what they need.
Found the bottom of the zone.
Just keep it there for 3 pitches. He hits the ball, they're going to get it out anyway. It's a grounder all day.
For a ball. So the watchful Rosenweg. Jared shaking his head here to the right of us, Sam. Pitcher getting frustrated. Nothing worse.
It's a tough position to be put in for Graham here. You know, the last thing he wants to do is give up a walk, but the second to last thing he wants to do is put one down the pipe and have a safe hit, another safe hit put on him.
And give up 2.
Yeah.
I'd love to know the percentage of walking someone for a loaded base and then the next batter getting hit and running and scoring runs. I reckon it'd be high. Very rarely do you see someone get walked and the next batter gets struck out or gets out. Always goes against you.
Seemingly it does.
You'd think it'd work, but very rarely do you see it actually work. There we go.
And there we go.
And they get
Got the
out
job done.
of a jam. Hahndorf leave the bases loaded, but they have scored a run in this inning and extended their lead from 3 to 4. And maybe a little bit of a change of pace or a different grip there.
Picture perfect there on the outside.
As,
Couldn't get better.
now the work is ahead of the NFA Pirates. They're chasing for... It's a 90-minute game, so they've got 22 minutes. So if we start an inning, we've got to finish an inning. Now, that's not going to go well for the run sheet because coming up after this game, the Minister is going to present the MVP medal. The kids that have assembled are going to chase Smokey around the bases. Home Run Derby with some of the dignitaries that are here. The Honourable Emily Burke, MLC, Minister for Sport and Emergency Services. The Fire Chief for the CFS, Brett Laughlin, who played in our Celebrity All-Star game in October. Very competitive as well in that game, along with CFS, active CFS member for weight, Catherine Hutchison, MP. She was actually pretty good. She's not here tonight. Gloria Burney, CEO, CFS Foundation. Nathan Watts, now yet to be confirmed if he's going to be here tonight because he was battling some COVID early in the week. And Jeff Pistola from the Mount Barker Courier going to be here to swing the bat.
Oh, love to see Pistols in the house.
Softball SA Chair Pete Williams is going to take the mic, do a couple of interviews between games, and then for the Premier League game between the Hills Heat and the Glenelg Rebels, we have got some absolute superstars on the mic. Two-time Cath Coral medalist and three-time Premiership player Kylie Weatherstone with the play-by-play. How's this for a crew behind her as Aaron Cox fouls this one off? Olympian. 5 or 6 Women's World Championships, an Olympic qualifier, a couple of seasons in the Pro League, a 3-time Cath Coral medalist, a 5 or 6 or 7-time Premiership player with the Sturt Falcons, Belinda White, and Walkerville's ace, Taylor Caudle. Grounded back to the pitcher. Nick Dorr does the fielding for the first out. Walkerville's ace for the year. She's got 160-something strikeouts for the season, averaging over...
Did you say 160?
Averaging over 2 strikeouts an inning. Taylor Caudle will also be on the mic. So plenty of star power to come in the Premier League game. Not to be outdone. Jared Farrell, Sam Williams, James Harris on the mic here for the men's game. It's Cooper Goodman now to the plate with 1 out.
We all know Cooper Goodman can hit the big ball here. I believe he was the Home Run Derby winner at the Country Championships again.
Yeah, I think the Dog Club have sent him an invoice for the roof.
Yeah, and I think they'd be right to do so.
Well, I wasn't there, but when I was told about it, him and Troy Harrison were absolutely slaughtering the ball, hitting moonshots. And you're a big guy, Jared. What are you, 196 centimetres or something like that? Troy Harrison towers over you. I'm just getting a nod. It's not often that the big guy to my right has someone looking over the top of him.
There's not a lot on this earth that Troy Harrison doesn't tower over. He is a monster of a man. And yet one of the nicest men you'll ever meet in your entire life as well. There we go.
Cooper Goodman. There's the hitting power. It gets past Philp. It runs all the way to the fence. Looks like he's given up on it. Cooper Goodman turns free.
Get home easy.
Yeah. Comes to home.
All day.
Well, I don't know what happened out there at left field, but Cooper Goodman has scored. We'll give him the single, but we might need to credit an error there for the
just
left
a little
fielder.
bit too casual from Philp, I think.
Nah, the ball tailed. As soon as he hit that, he was never going to catch this. It turns and turns and turns, and it's about 4 inches off the end
In
of
the
his
park
glove box.
home run then for Cooper Goodman. And that's exactly what the Pirates needed to get a little rest some of the momentum that Hahndorf had, get some of their own.
See if they can just jump back into this game here.
Yeah, and Philp just caught short of it there a little bit, and the power of Goodman, as we were talking about the home run derby champ of this year.
The ball's going to get on you quick, and with it moving away, great piece of hitting. And Graham's just come out here, watch 2 balls. It's a good at bat. It's good settling at bat here.
Well, we keep mentioning Pirates have got a couple of aces up their sleeve, a couple of pitchers in the dugout. I don't think Hahndorf well, Finn Langford can pitch, Jesse Vogt can pitch as well. So a couple of the infielders.
And Sam Paturis as well.
Nice shot from Klinke, back-to-back hits. So if they desire and they think that the Pirates are getting on top of them, maybe there's a couple of options there for Hahndorf.
Early news from the Hahndorf camp was that they were going to go the whole way with Nick. He's thrown a lot of innings this year, and they're trying to get as much work into him as possible for finals. Inspector Gadget just joining us.
It's a good coat, but David Muggleton is class. He's a fashionista. But he's all professional as well. Stone-faced.
Do we call it the Panama hat?
The what?
So the Panama?
I'll get booed off the streets of Sydney if I don't dress myself up.
Yeah, well, this is the Hills.
The man, the myth, the legend, David Muggleton, two-time Antenna Award winner for his team and crew and broadcast with Spacewake Sports, 9 seasons with softball. He's been broadcasting sport across Australia for a better part of a decade, and we thank him for his efforts.
It has to be the best live streaming service in the country, right?
Well,
across all sports.
He hates me saying it.
It is,
but
though,
it's
right?
the best softball broadcast in the world,
Oh,
with the exception of the multi-million-dollar production of the NCAA Women's World Championship.
Yeah, but they don't get quality commentators like us. Or the next lineup either.
You can't put a price on this sort of commentary, Jared.
You can. I'll be sending an invoice.
The dog park still hasn't paid your last one, I don't think, mate.
Here's Brett Atkinson for his first look,
Great eyes there.
and he's taken it to a full count.
And the bat wasn't too bad either.
Nice pitching from Dorr. He keeps it down and away from the hitting zone of Atkinson, and he has to chase to protect the zone, but he was late behind it in a
Just see if
strikeout.
we get the
for
replay
Dorr.
here. That's off the table. Great pitching there, Bonnie.
That's just his first strikeout of the game as well, Nick Dorr. So the ultra-aggressive Pirates, although had been tied up by Dorr, we're getting bat and ball in play, and yeah, that's it. First strikeout. So
No,
two out now.
You have a look at Hahndorf's infield. There's no slouches out there.
Butler.
First pitch again.
This pitch swinging, fouls it off.
You love to see the consistency. He just wants to hit the ball, Patrick Butler.
Runners on one. Cooper Goodman is the courtesy runner for Graham Klinke. It's not a bad swing, but he's just gotten under the last two, fouling them off. Which means that he's probably just
If
split
you're going to
second.
swing like that on the two lifters, you've got to be looking down ball to hit, not the lifter. Might get his chance here.
Yeah, it's a good comeback from him there.
It's a good pitch in that count. Can't do anything with it. He swings over it. You're getting a win. If not, it's a ball, and no one's hurt. Plays off the lifter.
2-2 count. 2 out. Bottom of the fourth. The Pirates are still chasing 3 with about 13 minutes to go. What's the rule here? No new inning with 5 or 10?
It's 5, I believe.
5. Goodman turns 2. And as I look out into deep centre left, it's right now view here, I can see that the Stars head coach Ben Lucas watching from behind the fence, the team manager Kelsey Nucky there as well. National champions this year in the Gilly Shield. Georgia King from the Hills Heat was part of that team, so we'll see her playing for the Heat in just about 40 minutes time.
This is good batting from Butler here. He's fouled 3 off. 4 off.
It's gone deep in the count. Chased a couple early, a couple of those lifters, Jared early, but into a good...
He's been given a few chances here. Needs to just sort of try and not turn so hard on a ball here. He's been gifted two lifters middle here, and he hasn't been able to do anything with it. See if he can...
Down.
Great job.
Gets a walk. So runners at 1 and 2 now for the Pirates.
It's good at bat.
I
Made Nick
can
throw a
see
lot.
on your phone there that Pete Fairley's watching. How can that be? He's away snowboarding somewhere, from what I understand.
Thought he was a X Games winner on the snowboard.
Butler. Runners at 1 and 2. Dorr goes for the curveball on the outside edge. Catches a corner.
This is a really, really good spot for Pirates to be in here if they can capitalise and run this down for, not all that much longer. That could be the end of the game. A couple more quick outs from Hahndorf will force an extra innings.
Yeah, he could be stuck in a few modes here. You want to keep the rally going, but you're going to need to score 4 here to win the game.
Goodman sees the ball in the dirt.
mistake.
Barely gets thrown out at 3, failing to slide, but he hesitated ever so slightly when he saw that Gaugi did a great job to trap it, get the throw across, and pretty close.
Absolutely nothing in that call. But yeah, Pirates got to put the pressure on at this point, and you've just got to take those risks sometimes.
Butler sets.
Down and away. Vote
He's on still.
gets a high bounce
He's on.
and does a great job to field it, get a good handle on the ball, and fire it across to Hopton for the 3rd out, and that gives us time to start a new inning, which means that we will go into a 5th and final inning. And they've done well to get out of that, Hahndorf, and consolidate their lead. It's been reduced slightly to 3 thanks to the Cooper Goodman home run, but let's have a look at what you can do to help support the CFS Foundation. On screen is the QR code. Scan the QR code to donate. Follow the links. You can also go on to the website as well, and that is the cfsfoundation.org.au/donate. And you can pay by credit card there. Fantastic cause. The CFS Foundation provide financial assistance to CFS volunteer firefighters and their families who have suffered through death, injury, loss or damage of property while in the line of service. And we are supporting the CFS Foundation as the CFS round, raising funds for the foundation, supporting those who volunteer for you. Fantastic cause, 3rd or something year that we're in this. And it is so well supported all the way up to the CEO of the CFS Foundation, the CFS chief as well, have supported it every year they've been here. They get behind it, and they know that the Hills softball and the softball community are getting right behind it. So thank you to everyone who's played their part, including you two, coming here and supporting.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
It's always it's great to have not just the community, but all the dignitaries and people behind the scenes come out and see and be part of that community. It really goes a long way for the volunteers that put it on every year.
And it's just getting bigger and better every year. You know, every year I've been out to this, we get more people here, we get more people watching. So it's a growing concern, and that's a good thing to see.
Walgreen Clinky going the distance here, pitching the 5th inning. It will be the final. 8 minutes of regulation, but as we've started the inning, we'll finish it. Pirates looking for a quick end to this inning, so they can get back in the box and take any of the momentum that they had in the last inning. Now, did they score 1 or 2 last inning? I think just 1. So it's 4-7 in favour of the Magpies. And any thoughts, guys, to who might be leading the charge for the MVP Player of the Game, which will be awarded by the new Sports Minister, Emily Burke, MLC. The Honourable. You guys go quiet all of a sudden when we're talking.
I'm trying to read your sheet here, mate. It's honestly a really tough call. It's been pretty tight across the board. I think for Pirates, Graham Klenke's really, he's getting the job done in terms of strikeouts for not just for the Pirates but for the game in general. So I think his name would have to be up there.
That's 10 strikeouts for the game. Seven, 8, make it 8 walks, counting hit by pitches and intentional walks, though. So 10 strikeouts, 8 walks.
True.
Here's a hit. So Klenke for Pirates for you, Sam, and
yeah, I think so.
Anyone from Hahndorf stand out for you?
Honestly, think young. I'm going to butcher his name, Lewis Rosenzweig.
Yep.
Just
couple of key at bats.
Yeah, disciplined at bat. I think. Did he cross home plate first, score their first run? Perhaps
that was McAllister.
Oh, that was McAllister. So yeah, probably between him and McAllister, both quite quiet achievers here in this game, I think, but definitely getting the job done.
What about for you, Jared?
I've probably got Sam Petrouris in there, and I've also got Evan McAllister as well. Just for his base running, it really sets the tone for the team. I probably wouldn't say, and I don't mean this with disrespect, there's not too many superstars on the team. There's just a lot of good players.
Check swing for Langford as he grounds out back to the pitcher for the second out. Here's a look at the all decked out replay. He's covering the outside edge, couldn't hold the hands back, and it's just a little dribbler. That went further than the ball.
Couldn't agree with you more on that, Jared. I mean, everybody's just sort of getting up there and doing the job tonight.
Yeah,
there's no real standouts.
You look at Nick, and he's only had 1, 2 strikeouts for the game, but he's done a great job. He's kept the ball in the infield. They've only had a couple of hard hits. So 1 strikeout in the game, and they've only put 4 runs on him, which means that the field's having to do their work and do your job, but they can't do that when the ball's flying past their ears. So he's done well in the circle.
Nice hard shot for King. He might be in the running here as this one goes and rattles off the fence. He's going to rip himself off an extra base. He hit it so hard it bounced off the fence. Cooper Goodman with a great arm fires it in. And King with his second extra base hit of the game. He's been on 4 for 4 times, hit by pitch, triple to lead off the third and start the charge for the Magpies. Base on balls to lead off the fourth, and then a double.
And I believe he's still not the best king in the family, right?
That's something like that's probably again in a game with no standouts, putting him in the running. He played a really good game at Hahndorf at second base there. They haven't quite managed to get those double plays, but they've had those pickoffs at second base.
Had a catch.
Yes, had a catch.
Pencil him in, Jimbo.
Archie King?
Yeah, pencil him in.
Archie King at the moment. We're going to put a star next to his name. I like Evan McAllister as well. He's been there the entire game. On base 3 for 3, 2 hits, a walk, scored a couple of runs, stolen a couple of bases. But you're right, Archie King with that double just then might solidify his position. He's got a couple of plays in the field as well. So keep our eye on those two. Let's see how the result pans out, because you never know. Pirates could come back still.
And that's over.
Yeah, it's tough for the catcher when they're trying to field one that's bounced and rolls up the arm. And
couple of half trackers.
Yeah. Here's your man, Sam Paturis has an RBI, a single and a run. Good day out for the DP. Designated player for those
Just going to go foul.
that aren't aware of the softball rules. That we have a designated player who's in offense and a flex player who's in defense. Jesse Votes the defensive player on this occasion. Sam gets the fun job.
I believe it's through injury while Sammy's not out in the field.
Goes back to that change up.
That's what he said anyway, but keep playing that line to get the DP role every week, I reckon. And when you're doing as well as he's done tonight, no reason to take him out either.
Are we sitting 2 down at this point?
Yep, the lead-off Gaugie was struck out. Finn Langford grounded out to the pitcher. Archie King was batter 3. Hit a double and then advanced on that pass ball. Fourth batter of the inning. And Pirates looking to get out of this one. Gives up a walk to Paturis. But Hahndorf looking for a little bit of extra insurance. Time out called. Gonna work out why, maybe just to fetch another ball.
Yeah, Pirates really needing this out here. You know, three is a big chase coming into a last dig, and we've got a couple of force options here, so let's see if they can do something with it. I think Philp hit safe once this game. No, struck out last time. Even just a Pirates really wanting to avoid even so much as a wild pitch here to give themselves another potential run to chase.
Pop up into foul territory, just gets away from first base. Butler and Philp lives again.
Luckily for Pirates there, no damage done.
Yet. Up in the county.
Oh, the strikeout on the wild pitch will be thrown out in the end. So a strikeout to finish up for Kalenki, make it 11 for the game. And
I thought that was a foul coming off, but no.
Hahndorf failed to extend their lead, but it is a 3-run lead. Here's that amazing drone shot that we love.
Oh, that's magnificent.
Up here at the Hills, Anembo Park in Littlehampton, South Australia. Beautiful part of the world. That's the facility that they have here. You can see that the hockey pitch just to the bottom of the screen, but
Relatively green for how dry it's been.
yeah,
A lot of people out there doing it tough for being dry. We haven't had a lot of rain at all this summer at all, so
It's just another reason why we, need to get behind the CFS. You know, in a season this dry, it just makes the job all the harder and all the scarier for them. So,
well, here we go. We're in the bottom of the 5th and final inning between the Hahndorf Magpies and the NFA Pirates. It is the curtain raiser game before the Premier League game between the Hills Heat and the Glenelg Rebels. We're here at Anembo Park in the Hills for the Hills Heat home game, also supporting the CFS Foundation, who provide financial assistance to the CFS volunteers, firefighters and the families who have suffered through death, injury, loss or damage of property while in the line of service. We're in our 3rd year supporting this cause. They are not just dignitaries, they are the top cream of the crop. They are the head of the organisation, the CFS chief, Brett Laughlin is here, as well as the CEO of the CFS Foundation, Gloria Burney. We've got the Minister for Sport and Emergency Services and Autism, all the same person, Honourable Emily Burke MLC is going to be here tonight. We've got one of the councillors from the Mount Barker Council. We've got the chair of the Softball SA board is here tonight as well. Pete Williams, Brett Butler's out there schmoozing, the president of the Hills Softball Association, and Daryl Elliott's leading off the bottom of the fifth. Grounds out to Archie King. I think we'll put a tick next to his name.
Chalk it up.
But we're not deciding player of the game, but
We should be. Pencil it in.
you know, who better? Good credentials.
We've got the best view of anybody else here as well.
That's the first out. So Hills Heat down to their last two out. They're still chasing three. And Nick Dorr has done a pretty good job. 5 hits, 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch, and just the 1 strikeout. But he has been able to get the job done for his team tonight.
He's got a big smile out there, does Nick? He's feeling pretty happy with his performance, I think, and rightfully so. Lots of smiles on the Hahndorf side here. But you can never count the Pirates out.
I'd enjoy nothing more than to see Pat Fraser at home running.
I think Pat Fraser would enjoy nothing more than to see Pat Fraser hit a home run right here.
He's just one of those all-round nice guys that you want to see him do well.
You do.
He was playing assistant coach at the country championships just recently, and just loves a bit of banter, loves having a bit of fun, loves being at softball with his mates. That's what it's all about. That's what keeps me coming back. I love the guys that you get to play with, and winning the title helps as well.
Never hurts.
Gee, that breeze has picked up. I'm definitely going to reach for the jumper pretty soon. Jared, how long is it going to take you to warm up for this home run derby?
3 or 4 pitches.
3 or 4, okay. Hard hit shot, but up to the task. Alex Hopton, if it was anyone else on the diamond, it would have cleared their head. He stands at about 6'3", 6'4". And Butler's line drive is, Fraser's line drive is caught. Let's have a look at the all-decked out replay.
Perhaps swinging at something a little bit higher for himself there, but...
Geez, it went like a tracer bullet, didn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bit of self-preservation in that catch as well as a lot of skill.
Well, here's a change for the Pirates. Nick Sexton's come out and Henry Sexton's come in from our state under-16 boys. Speaking of versatile players, he was shortstop, he was pitcher, he's playing centre field this game. He's grown a bit as well since I've last seen him.
I think he does everything but catch, but he might even catch, I think. Probably does everything.
Just loves the game, does Henry. His first maybe second at a stretch season playing in the men's competition. And straight in the deep end, straight into the CFS round in the Division 1. You love to see it. He's got the confidence for it.
With 2 out, chasing 3.
Yeah, yeah.
In the bottom of the last. Well, Hahndorf looking the goods here, up by 3 here. Just need the 1 out. Down to their last strike. Well left.
Very well left.
Interesting. The batter was checking to see where that was. I thought it was pretty clear, up and in.
Oh.
And Nick Dorr will pick up the last out of the game for his second strikeout. That is the ball game. Hahndorf Magpies run out winners 7 runs to 4. And that is it for the first of the two games tonight. We are probably going to hand it over to Pete Williams pretty soon, but let's go through the game just quickly.
Suggestions, Sam, for player of the game? I've definitely got down the better king in Archie.
Yeah, look, I think that last innings, he really shined. He hadn't done anything wrong all game, and he got the hits, he got the catches, he got the outs. I don't think you can argue with Archie King.
Yeah, you go from that, maybe a Nick Dorr in the end. Just the job he did tonight, I thought it was close to clinical. It really goes to show young pitchers that you don't have to throw 15 strikeouts in a game to win a game. You just have to be able to complete your job.
Well, we're about to hand things over to Pete Williams, who will present the play of the game. But just one more call to arms. From me, you'll hear it more from the callers for the Premier League game, but supporting the CFS Foundation tonight, providing financial assistance to CFS volunteer firefighters and their families who've suffered through death, injury, loss, damage of property while in the line of service. You can use the QR code to donate. The website is cfsfoundation.org.au. And there's the QR code. All right, I am looking over at Pete. Thank you so much, Jared Farrell. Thank you so much, Sam Williams. You guys were great tonight. Thank you for giving up your time to be part of tonight. And we will hand things over to Pete Williams. He's looking around. I'm not sure why he's not looking for me. Over to you, Pete.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Anembo Park in the Hills for the CFS Foundation charity round. Obviously, tonight's game featured between Hahndorf and the Pirates, and we're about to see coming up shortly a game between Glenelg versus the Hills Heat. Making their way out, I'm hoping making their way out, is Minister for Sport and also Minister for Emergency Services, Emily Burke. Ladies and gentlemen, our wonderful new Minister for Emergency Services and Minister for Sport. And as we've just seen, a game here between Hahndorf and the Pirates, and part of what we're about to do now is present the MVP for the game. And this year, the MVP for the men's game goes to, from Hahndorf, Archie King. Well done, mate. Archie, don't go away, mate. You've got to get interviewed. I know the Kings like to talk, so how was that, mate? Good game?
Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, good fun.
And on camera, you like to get a bit of a, good showing for yourself out here, did you?
Oh, sometimes it's nice when the cameras are out.
And the lads, I heard a little bit of stick when you were announced as the winner, that, he got 3 walks or something like that. Obviously, you got a lot of support from your teammates.
Yeah, Sammy loves to give everyone some support on the sideline.
There you go. All right, Archie, mate, congratulations. We're going to be back shortly with our race around the diamond and also our home run, or our home run derby that we'll have in a minute. In a race around the diamond, or any kids that would like to partake in the fielding of the balls from the home run derby, if you could make your way currently now over towards, we'll call it over here, towards the third base dugout, and we'll get you brought out onto the diamond. Any children at all that want to have a run around the diamond or field some balls. At least one. Okay, any last children that want to run, head over towards Joe, heading up the third base line to the gate.
Smokey has arrived, so Smokey is here and will be getting ready to run. Head down towards home plate. No. All right, all those kids out there, make your way back. I like your enthusiasm. You're warming up. It's fantastic. You've done more than I've done today. Make your way down towards the home plate, guys. Okay, so this is how this works. When I say go and all the kids are in position, Smokey will take off from second and all the kids have got to go from home. The challenge is they've got to get around, get as close to the base as they can and try and see if they can catch Smokey. Now last year Smokey won it last year, made it to home plate. Let's see if we can catch Smokey this year. We got the kids ready, maybe the big kids at the back because I don't want you to hurt the little ones. Are you ready, Smokey? Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Smokey with a outstanding style there. It's halfway between second and third. The kids, turn. Bases only. Oh, dear. Uh-oh. Oh, look out, Smokey. One's behind you. Uh-oh. No, you didn't see that one or that one. Righto, kids. Quick. Good effort there. Fantastic effort. Well, who did we win? Who got across the line? Did we all beat Smokey? Everyone beat Smokey. Smokey, you're a bit sore from last year, obviously. Smokey, was that a good performance? Did they do okay? Thumbs up or pause? What do you have? Pause, thumbs? Them up? I like it. Almost shuckers. Cool. Have a go, kids. We all happy?
Yes.
And Smokey got to pick up the game for next year?
Yes.
No, okay.
Mikey, next year I see you on tax
Oh, there's a challenge next year. Apparently Smokey's getting tackled, so that could be interesting. All right, kids, thank you very much. Now, if you want to make your way out to the outfield beyond the cones, we'll get the home run derby going. So there's a number of dignitaries that will come out in a second. I'll introduce them one by one. Got the balls. All right, well, we get the bits pieces we need for a home run derby. We'll introduce the main features of the home run derby, which is, of course, the new Minister for Sport and Minister of Emergency Services. We've seen her already. Emily Burke, if you could make your way out, please. Next up is our CFS Fire Chief, straight from the celebrity game. He's been practising all year, Brett Lachlan. A representative from the Mount Barker Council, Jessica Selassie. The CEO of the CFS Foundation, Gloria Burney. That's what we're here for tonight, Gloria. And also from the Mount Barker Courier, Jeff Pistola. Now we're just getting the balls and the bats ready to go. We do have one of our two parts of the battery for tonight here. We have the catcher that I can see. The catch, well, if you miss it, we need a catcher. But we have our catcher, of course, Hills Heat, Lauren Christensen, and Scott Humphreys. No, not here. Jared Farrell. Oh, that makes it easier for you guys. Don't panic. Scott Humphreys isn't here. We'll throw you the Australian pitcher instead. Does that sound cool? Awesome. Yep, so the Shakes have now become complete and utter fear. I like it. So Jared Farrell's going to be pitching. He can make his way out here. Lauren's going to catch him behind. Brett has the bat. We have the balls. What do you reckon? 5? 5 each? 6 each? Roundabouts? Start with 5 and we'll go another 5 if need be. Now, the way it works today, guys, as you would be fully aware, one of the sponsors of Hills Heat, also sponsoring Softball SA this year, is the Aqaba Hotel. We thank them very much for their sponsorship. And tonight, they have donated kindly $50 for every single ball that goes beyond those home run cones. So if you get the ball past the cones, we'll make it $50. If no one from the Aqaba is watching, there'll be lots that go past the cones. So we'll have to work that out when it happens. But we're going to get our first batter up. And I've got it here. Who wants to go first? Brett Lachlan, congratulations, mate. Your amazing CFS firefighters absolutely smashed it out of the park this week at Wilmington. And now it's your turn to smash that ball over those cones. I'm going to get out the way. He did hit a home run, he claimed, in the Celebrity Challenge. It rolled and tinged the fence at the end and we called it a home run. So here we go. 5 go. Thank you, James. That saved me some money. I like your helmet too, by the way. Did you pitch for Australia? Keep going. Here we go. Big hit. Hey. 1. Here we go. Let it go through. Well, 2. All right, he's going to have a break. How about we go Emily Burke. Here we go. Oh, jackets off means business here. My understanding was, or still does play a bit of hockey and was a sprinter and so has the hand-eye coordination. So, oh, no, we're not building it up. Sorry, okay, yeah, cool. No one is watching this at all from Parliament House. No one can see this except everyone we provide it to tomorrow. Hey! Can't hit. Come on. You hit it to your daughter. That's good. Family and Hey, that'll go. Get it through the cones. Yeah, there's another one. We're up to 3. That's $150. That'll get... Oh, that nearly... Oh, that's 4. We're at 200. Ah, he gotcha. All right, have one more, have one more, have one more. He pitched badly on one of them. Whoa, hey, there's a catch behind. Righto. How about we bring up the Mount Barker Council representative, Jessica Selassie. Righto, Jessica. Disappointed to miss out last year. Oi. Jared out here giving some batting coaching drills. Oh, get that run, get that run. Yeah! Righto, have one more. Have one more where it's, that one went across, so it would be at 250. Get there. Let it go. Is it through? Oh, through the legs, that's one. Congratulations, you got 2, so we're up to $300. If we now want to bring up the CFS Foundation CEO, Gloria Burney. Of course, the CFS Foundation, what we're here for tonight, the amazing work they do in looking after a number of CFS volunteers. And getting some coaching on the sidelines there from Bill. Oh. Run. Drag it over. Drag it over. We'll count that one out there. That's 350. One more. He said that's terrible. Have one more there. He would have been telling an umpire in a game it was a strike, but he called it terrible here. The word is a lot harder than you think. Now we're bringing up from the Mount Barker Courier, Jeff Pistola. Jeff is the person who reports on your softball here every week. He writes about it. He looks like he means some business here. Hey! That's over on the full. Do we double that? Is that 100 or just 50? CFS Fire Chief says double it. He's made it 100, so we're going now up to 450. Here we go. He's got a couple more here. That'll do it. We've gone past 500. Oh, so we're sitting at 500. One more here. And then we've got a... Oh, I don't know who this next guy is. Is that going to get out to it? It's rolling. We'll call it. That's 550. Well done. Now, if anyone can tell me who this bloke is, some said his performance last night on commentary was lights out. It's good to see. Anthony, don't let yourself down, mate. I'm just getting out of the way. Anything we've said no to at the board you've wanted, mate, don't get me now. Woo. Over 35s are coming up in July. Looks like he's warming up. Yeah, we'll call that one. 650. That'll get there. That puts us to 7. That's a double, so that's 8. One more, Anthony. So if you put it over the end fence, mate, we'll make it 200. Oh. 850. Well done. Are we happy with that, or should we give everyone 2 more? Jimmy Harris. Jimmy Harris is coming out. Oh, guys, go back. Back a bit. Hey, James, how many did you hit at the country champs? Was it 2 in the first game? Yep, right, 3. And he was disappointed with 3. So, here we go. We're at 850. No, wrong fence, James. It's still passed. It's still passed. Oh, heads. Heads. That's. Oh. Hey, James, Anthony's doing better than you now. Oh. There it goes. Spoke too soon. There's a double. That's 950. We need at least one more pass for the 1,000. There it is. That's going long. Into the fence. 1,050 we're up to. That would have been a strike. He's got 2 more. You are lucky you're employed by Softball Australia. $1,050 and the medical bill. There we go. That's over as well. $1,150. Are we happy, everyone, or is everyone getting one more? One more? One more each. Line up, one more each. We're at $1,150. Brett Laughlin's going to lead us off. 1 hit. Hey, $1,200. Yep, Jessica's coming up. You guys want to go again? Or you all right? All right, the last of the VIPs having a hit. We're at $1,200. Get out there. Pick that up and take it across the line for us. $1,225. Thank you very much. That's a wonderful performance. $1,225 coming the way of the CFS Foundation. Thanks to these VIPs from the Arkaba Hotel. A big round of applause for everyone, please. Alrighty, we're going to pack up here. We'll get the teams to start making their way out to the diamond, and we'll start the pre-match